Hey friends, and welcome to Love to Inspired Handmade, and today is March 28th. I am so excited to be back here with you, and I am going to showcase this cute little skinny box here for you today. I'm using the woven textured designer series paper, and I'm going to show you just how quick and simple this little box is to create. So before we get started, let me roll the camera down for you so you can see all the things that I've got going on. Okay, wait a minute. There you go. Let me move this stuff out of the way for you. I've got so many class things going on. Got projects everywhere, but that's okay though, right? All right, so here is the little box that I'm showing you for the day, and then let me move this stuff out of the way. Now I'm going to show you the paper, the woven textures, just so that you can see how beautifully this paper is. Each design here, let me get in the camera for you. Each design here has it's the detail in this is phenomenal. I don't know that you can see it as well in the camera, but then you have like this side set here. That's the same thing. Then you have this one. When you flip it over, look at that. Isn't it gorgeous? I love how close these prints are and just the textures that it showcases. It's absolutely beautiful. And on that side you have, and this is kind of like that little wicker pattern like you have on your front porch or back porch. And then the other one is this one. Beautiful. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. So you can go on to my online store at lovetoinspiredhandmade.stampinup.com, and you can go over to the online exclusives and find this beautiful paper here to create with. Now I'm going to be using gray granite cardstock, and then I have chosen on this one the little wicker basket kind of look. Now to get started with this, all you need is 2 sheets of cardstock for these 2 pieces here. The first one that I have, I'm going to move my camera up just a little bit. There you go. So the first one I have here is an 8.5 by 8. And now you're going to score on the 8.5 inch side at 2, 4, 6, and 8, and then you'll rotate it to the 8-inch side and score at 2. And then on the other sheet that you have, you're going to want it to be at 6 1/16 by 6 1/16, and you're going to score all the 4 sides at 2 inches. So that's going to be the lid to your little box here. Next, you'll take your designer series paper, and you'll need 4 this size, and on this one it's 5 3/4 by 1 3/4, and then you'll need 5 of them this size for the top of the box, and it's 1 3/4 by 1 3/4. So that's all you're going to need for that. Let me find my scissors, and we will start with the lid. So when I was doing the lid the first time, I was trying to figure out what was the best way to cut these little pieces, and I think I've about figured it out. So on each side I'm going to cut the little squares because these are our little flaps. Now on all the outer corner squares here, I'm going to cut the little ridge out, just so then that way they all fold together. Well, I guess I didn't do that one quite as a slant as I was wanting. That'll work. So do that on all 4 of your end corners, just like so. And rotate it. Do it again this way. And then my last one, just like that. And so ultimately it should look similar to this. It doesn't have to be like super perfect or anything, but that's what you're going for. Let me move these out of the way and get this piece. So on this piece right here, you've got all of your score lines going, you know, on the 8.5 side. And so on this very end piece here, you have about a 1/2 inch going, and you're going to take this bottom little piece completely off. So let me snip it just like so. So that's how your piece will look next. And then I'm going to go and I'm going to cut all the way up to this score line for the bottom flaps, like so. If I can get it lined up on the score line. Oh my goodness. Okay. And so what I did next is on every other one, so it doesn't matter which one that you choose, but every other one of these, I'm going to do the little cutout slant. So go ahead and do that. Oh, it's going the wrong way up to the score line. Peel it off, skip one, and let's do it again. Just like so. All right, that's all the cutting that you will need. Now you'll get your adhesive out that you prefer to work with. I, of course, am going to be using my multi-purpose glue because it's my favorite thing to work with. So you'll want to fold all of your score lines, so then that way it is easy to assemble and work with, especially with your cardstock. Makes it a little stiff. Alright, now all my flaps are good and foldable, and I'm going to add just a little bit of adhesive to this little 1/2 inch piece here, and then I'm going to fold my box over. This little guy is perfect, so if you're wanting to do team gifts or party favor gifts, this is a perfect little simple box that you can put out. And especially, you know, using whatever designer paper that goes with your theme. It would hold maybe a pair of sunglasses. It would be a good Father's Day or Mother's Day little box that you can put some beef jerky or maybe some peanuts or sunflower seeds in. It might fit us, you know, depending on the cologne size. You might be able to put a bottle of cologne inside there. I've actually been playing with it a little bit because I thought how cute this would be if I put, you know, for my little team gift, because it would fit a bone folder in there. You could put a small ruler in there, and like the bone, take your pick tool would fit perfect in here, and then you could bake this up just for a cute little thinking of you gift for that. So there is tons and tons of ideas. Now let's go ahead and grab the piece for the lid. Okay, and then I'm going to put these pieces that I cut together, I'm folding them in so the outer piece will be completely square. So go ahead and get your adhesive one more time, and we're going to add just a little bit to these two little flaps. Just make sure that it squares up for you, so that way when you set this one down. Da, da, da. We are getting a little bit of much needed rain. We have been in a burn ban already. Spring has barely made it through here, but there's been so many wildfires all around us. In our little bitty Texas, I mean, there was some, I think, down southwest area. If I'm saying that right, I'm terrible at my sense of direction. But here in Northeast Texas, we've had quite a few really close to us as well. So if you're suffering from wildfires wherever you're at, I do pray that you get your rain and they get those under control, because that is not cool. But anyway, we're getting a little bit today, so I don't know if it's going to be enough to take us out of a burn ban, but we'll see. So there's our lid to our box. And let's just try that little thing out for size. He sticks right on there perfectly. Isn't that cute? So cute. But what makes it even cuter is if we add our designer series paper to it. So that's what we're gonna do next. I'm gonna start with the lid and add my little squares and go all the way around it really quick like. So centers up. And again, you can, if you want to add extra layers to this piece that I have cut at 1 3/4 by 1 3/4, you could do it in a solid color piece of cardstock and then just trim this one down a little bit smaller, and then you could have an extra set, a little bit of depth to your box if you're wanting to be extra. After we put this one together, I have another one that I will show you as well that I did with a different designer series paper that's a little bit brighter. So now we have the top of our box. You see how cute that is? Oh my goodness. So you could even leave the bottom solid and just put paper at the top if you would like. I mean, it still makes it super cute, but I'm going to pull this off just for a moment. And then we are going to add our 5 3/4 by 1 3/4 pieces on here. So let me get that going. Stick it to the outside, flip it over, and let's do the next one. See how simple this is? And it looks like you've spent all kinds of time on it. And there's several ways to decorate the outside of this. I mean, like always, your creativity is endless to how you're going to want to add to, and depending on if it's for birthday, thinking of you, like again, Father's Day or Mother's Day, or just because. I love 3D projects, just for the simple fact that they are so fun to create. So after you get those little pieces, the only thing left is to simply fill it with whatever your treats that you would like. And it stands really well. It doesn't take up a whole lot of space. So here's the other one that I showed you in the beginning, and then this is another one that I created. See how cute that is? I love it. So depending on what you're doing it for, you can make it bright and cheery, or you can be with the more masculine side. That's why I love this paper. It really opens up all the things. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this one. I wrapped some, if you can see, twine around it, and on this one I just decorated the outside of, and of course this one is plain. But if you enjoyed what you saw today, make sure that you subscribe to my channel so you never miss one of my videos. I will be back next Friday, April 4th of 2025, with a new fun project. Make sure to ring that bell too, so you'll always know when a new video pops up. But until then, you guys be blessed and keep on creating, and thanks for watching.